Hi, I'm Jay, escobarj.com, and this video is Healthy Habits 2020. If you haven't seen the first 13 videos I've done on this topic, I'll go ahead and post those in the description, so check those out. Today, we're going to talk about doing something in nature. This is healthy habit number 14. Okay. Now, this one is very dear to me. I've had some great experiences, especially recently going out in nature. I've taken a few hikes. I've done a few hikes. I've gone to the beach and gone to the water. I've gone out and gone boating. And I've listed a few. If you check the description, I've listed a few things. I'll go over a few things with you as well, and things you can do to get out in nature. But really, what I've found when I've been out in nature, especially at times where I'm stressed out or in times where I don't know what direction to go in life, or I just feel stuck or stagnant or just don't feel like I'm going in a positive direction, getting out in nature helps put things into the proper perspective. And recently, I was on a plane trip, and just being up that high in vantage point can really put things into the proper perspective for you. So I wrote just a little quote here on this topic, and I'm going to share that with you. It says, "The purpose of getting out in nature is to feel Mother Nature's beauty, femininity, energy, love, and infinite giving. To appreciate every breath you take, because at any point it could be your last. Getting out in nature puts you into the proper mindset and gives you the correct perspective. Let go of the small things, live as stress-free of life as possible, and enjoy the good and the bad experiences. Getting out in nature will help you feel alive." And that's really the key to this healthy habit, is just getting yourself out in nature more. So many times we get caught up in the 9 to 5, or you get caught up in hobbies or friends, and you're always doing the same things over and over again, and you can get to a place where you just stagnant and you're not really feeling alive, or you feel, especially if you have the wrong types of friends, for example. You can, if you're surrounding yourself with people who are superficial, fake, very on the surface type of relationships, you just get drowned in this energy, this negative energy of just gossip and superficiality. And it's just, there's more to life than that. And when you get out in nature, it really puts things into the proper perspective for you. And it's really helped me to find direction in my life, to find proper perspective, to change my mindset, and just to feel Mother Nature's energy and her infinite intelligence and giving and love. So a few things that you can do, that I've done that personally that have helped me, is I've one thing that I like to do, is find a trail, somewhere nearby. There's, I'm in Washington State, so there's plenty of forest here and green and nature. So, I go find a quick forest somewhere, 15, 20, 30 minutes away, probably at most, and I'll go run the trail. And there's a lot of great trails here, a lot of great, wooded areas that you can go on a hike, or just go do a quick run, or just go out and just get in nature. Another thing that I love to do is go to the beach. When I lived in California a few years ago, that was like one of our go-to things, is just going to the beach. I absolutely love the beach. And when you're sitting on the beach, you're sitting in the sand, you're sitting in the sun, and you're looking out at the vastness of the ocean. That really, like, it, a few times I would just get chills. I'd not, it was windy, but not because of that, but like just because of looking out at the vastness, and really just feeling how small I really was compared to just the vastness of the earth. And really the earth is tiny compared to the universe, and just even simply our solar system. I mean, and that's another thing you can do, by the way, is go camping. Go find a cool camping spot that's open. Open, I mean, as in open to the sky, and go stargazing. That's another one that will really help you put things in the proper perspective for you. Makes you feel small, and to be honest, it makes you feel kind of insignificant, And but kind of in a good way, because if you interpret that as like, man, this world is so big, this universe is so big, there's so many stars out there, there's so much creation out there. Like, why am I caring about this late car payment that I've got? Or why am I caring so much about these people around me who care about superficiality things and or superficial things and materialistic things? I mean, it really just, those things don't matter when you, in the grand scheme of things. When we get caught up in life, you know, it seems like that's all that matters is, how can I get more money? How can I get more things? How can I get more stuff? Because then if I have this, or if I have that, or if I have this person, then I'll be happy. And when you're in nature and you're just basking in the vastness and the glory, I guess you could say, it really just, it melts all that insignificant stuff away that you think is important, but it really isn't. You know, family, love, giving, fulfillment, creating lasting memories and loving memories, and having deep bonding friendships and relationships with people that mean most to you, cousins, family, uncles, aunts, parents, grandparents. You know, that's really what matters. And, you know, while money gives you options and choice, and money is a great thing, money itself will not give you happiness. Money can create opportunities for happiness, but it doesn't directly give you a feeling of happiness or fulfillment, because money is just an object and it's just energy. So when you get out in nature and you're doing these things, like going to the beach, going for a hike, going to the forest, going camping and looking up at the stars, it really gives you proper perspective. And one thing that really helped me, one thing that I really enjoyed was taking a plane ride recently and just looking out my window and just looking out at all the land and looking out at just how really truly honestly, how massive, how big Earth is. That's really what I was focusing on when I took my last plane ride, you know, it was a few weeks ago. And like, when you just look out at how much land there is, and you just, as far out as you can see, that's only just a tiny, tiny, tiny little piece of the Earth. And if you just kind of make additions to how big the Earth is based on that perspective, when you're up in the air 10,000 feet, man, it really just like opens your eyes as like how tiny you really are and how small your problems really are. And somebody has it worse out there. And it just makes things, you get to this point to where you just feel no problem in your life is a big enough problem to make you feel stressed. And what I mean by that is, obviously stressful things can happen to you, but that's a choice. Constantly being stressed out is a conscious choice based on a reactive mental state. You're reacting to the things that are happening to you instead of being proactive about them. And when you have that reactive mindset, then you start to focus on, oh, this is happening to me, that's happening to me, this is negative, that's negative. You start focusing on the negative, and that puts you in a stressful state. And that does you no good. And so by getting in a plane, or going up to another one is finding the highest point on a mountain near you and driving or hiking up to it, and just looking out at land and looking out at it from a high vantage point. And it just minimizes and diminishes those tiny things that stress you out, that you feel like are huge problems. They shrink and they're just nothing. And you come to the realization that, man, I'm choosing to be stressed. I'm letting myself feel stressed because of these things that are happening to me. And really, they don't matter. In the grand scheme of things, they don't matter. And I can choose to live a stress-free life. And that's what getting out in nature does. It helps you feel less stress. Another one is go boating or going for a road trip. Those are the last few. I went boating recently and went on some jet skis, and just being out in the water, it's fun. It's different, you know. It just creates a good atmosphere, a good energy. And that's really the whole point behind getting out in nature, is just to feel Mother Nature's energy, because it's refreshing, it's rejuvenative, and it will put you in a stress-free mindset. So if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. You can also, if you need some help in this area, if you'd like to get a hold of me, the quickest way is to book a coaching session on my website, escobarj.com, if you have a situation you're dealing with. Also, if you'd like to shoot me an email, you can do it there as well if you have any success stories or things you're struggling with. At the very least, do me a favor and share this with any of your friends and family on any social media platform. As my goal is to help as many people live stress-free lives as possible and help them achieve their goals and to teach them how to live a stress-free life. Because it's one thing to want to live a stress-free, it's another thing to know how to do it. That being said, I hope you're always learning, always growing, and always pushing forward. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.